difficulty earlier with my internet, so hopefully it's sorted itself out, but if not, I'll have to get onto the internet service. Currently trying to play an arbitrary world. But we're having some difficulties with the internet, so it was particularly difficult. Looks like this is blue on the left and the right hand side, this number plate. I'd like to see some signage. I was just doing a test a little earlier just to see that the internet was working, and I had a bit of a fail with seeing two blue strips, and it was actually France rather than Italy. However, this looks good for Italy, and actually an island. I wonder, let me just check around Italy. What side are they driving on? The right hand side, which I think is okay. I think Malta's the left hand side, but I wonder if it is an island. Maybe I should go, what side's the ocean on? It's kind of on the north. If I go up here, presumably this is Italy. I'll just guess. Oh, okay, it was this island, which I'm Campo Inglese, but it was Italy, so that's okay. Could be worse. Okay, try next. So it looks, that's interesting actually. I thought we were in Australia, but this black top's a bit puzzling, and these yellow bollards. Driving left though, so I think, oh my gosh. I wonder actually, is the bottom of the bollard painted? Difficult to say on that one. I wonder if this is Western Australia or something weird. Seems like shuffling forward. It seems like the Western Australia is a bit odd for some of the bollards and things like that. A place name could be of some help, but I'm famously bad at locations in Australia. So driving 60, roadwork ahead. This is all consistent with Australia anyway. An intersection would be great. Well, here's a sign. Dunefield Lane. I'm not familiar with that. Bobiwa Creek. Just have a bad feeling. It kind of makes me think East Coast, but I'm not familiar with those bollards with the black caps on top. This soil is awfully red. I think I'll have to go Western Australia, driving north-south. Whereabouts? Maybe west of Perth here? Or north of Perth. How about here? It was East Coast. Oh my gosh. It's actually near Narrabri, which I have heard of. If you'd asked me before this to find Narrabri on a map, that would be an impossibility for me, other than I know it's in New South Wales. Now I know where Narrabri is 100%. Would I remember for next time? Probably not. Yeah, that was a fail. I've not seen those. I can't say I've never seen it, but the black caps there were very puzzling for me. Ooh. So I have this car that's protruding out from the car blocker. I'm not familiar with it. I feel like this is going to be a shocker. It's very flat, very dusty, very dry. Just messaging my wife to say the internet looks okay now. So this truck, I'm not sure. I don't want to know about trucks, but I don't think this is like Chile or the Atacama Desert. I guess it's Kazakhstan or Kyrgyzstan or something like that. I'll go Kazakhstan south, but then you'd see some mountains, surely. It's very flat. I'm stumped. What kind of desert? Don't know about that car in Turkey. What about in the desert here? That's kind of red there. I'm not sure where the coverage goes around here either. I might just try Senegal and see what happens. Ooh, it was UAE. Or was it? It was Oman. I did not get that vibe. 93 points, so that was a shocker. So this could be Australia again. Just need to see if we're driving. Oh, here's some bollards. This should be. I thought there was a bollard here. There was. Nothing on it. It's not. Oh, here's a. Yeah, this looks like an Australian bollard again. Kind of like this similar kind of area, I'd say. Somewhere east coast. Not sure what's happened to all the reflectors on the right hand side here. There we go, there's one. I think I'll go, it's kind of reddish soil here. I might go central Queensland, inland a bit. It was pretty much exactly where that last one was. Not exactly, but very similar. There's Parks, and now I can't find Narrabri again. I knew I wouldn't be able to find it again if I needed to. It's somewhere around here anyway. I think those two rounds are pretty similar. I'll see when the summary comes. Here could be India or Bangladesh. We're on the left hand side, driving on the left hand side. It's got these grass roofs, which is interesting. Bicycles and motorbikes. This chevron, which I don't know, it's very thin, black on yellow, with a yellow and black stripe pole. I wonder if that's... Let me just check here. Botswana could be driving left. They have yellow and white poles. There's a goat. I've been getting a lot of goats in the coverage lately. Just not sure if these folk could be Botswanan. They could be. Should I trust the pole? I can't make out that writing there, which would be helpful. Just a little writing would be helpful. This kind of gives me African vibes. There's a confident young girl here. Not sure what she's up to. Ooh, we've got the grain out as well. Looks like they're drying some grain. Must be a temptation for that goat. I think I'll go Botswana south. I'm not sure how far the coverage goes. This actually doesn't look like a black and yellow pole now. So that could have been a completely erroneous piece of... Yeah, no, this language looks... It's probably India, I guess. Gosh. Not Bangladesh, judging by the language. In terms of where in India, maybe this is not a bad region, actually. Or further west. This is the kind of one cheat I do allow myself, is comparing Indian languages to what's written on the map. It doesn't, not exactly an exact fit there. Okay, that was a shocking guess. 2,884 points, and let's check these two Australia rounds. And they were really close together, fairly close together. North and south of Dubbo, actually directly west of Coffs Harbour there, which is kind of interesting, and directly west of Sydney. So that's where Narrabri is, directly west pretty much of Coffs Harbour. I'll try and remember that. It'll never come up again, but this looks like a Polish language, and the bollard definitely looks Polish. Let's check out the crossing because I'm not familiar with the crossing for Poland. Okay, so it's like Pinhead Man, and no steps on the sign. There's the Google car, so that's a drink if you're drinking, a shot. Could probably get a place name or something here, but I'm not too concerned. Maybe here. At least I have learned bollards, so that's something. Some bollards, not a huge amount of bollards. It's interesting, got the dashes, short dashes on the outside of the road here. Dr. Zuiani. Dr. Zuiani. Terrible pronunciations. It doesn't look like a massive place, but it could be worth scanning for. So just got to look for somewhere starting with a D. My focus kind of at the moment is just getting the country right more consistently, but a nice guess would be nice. I don't get a vibe on whether it's north or south or whatever, east or west. So if I can't find it soon, I think I'll just plonk middle. There's a D start, but not DR. There's a DR start, but not the place I'm looking for. So you want DRZ. It's not popping off the map here. Scanning is the worst. I'll go near Plock. Okay, it was on the, I must have. Diazawowo. I wonder if that wasn't exactly what was written on the sign. Sometimes I notice the spellings are pretty bad on the maps compared to the signs, compared to reality. I guess the reality is the signs. So here's a thick giveaway sign. It's written in red, so it is New Zealand. Got water to the south and some mountains. The initial vibe I got was New Zealand. Looks like a reasonably large place for New Zealand. And this could be a lake, I think. Let's have a quick look. My region guessing in New Zealand is not great. I don't think it would be that large of a lake. Maybe somewhere I'm not sure how big these mountains would be in terms of New Zealand. We'll go near Twizzle. Yeah, I'll go for Twizzle. Okay, it was a lot further north. Right on a lake here, Moana. Like the movie, I feel like the movie was called Moana. Is there a Moana movie recently? I think I went with my niece and nephew, but in Vietnam, so I didn't understand exactly what was going on. I'm pretty sure that was a new Moana movie. Late last year, or early this year, I can't remember. Got a train line through there, which is kind of interesting. There is much I do not know about New Zealand. But that's one of my better guesses for New Zealand. Seeing the lake there, getting the right island, still 219 kilometres away, so not a great plonk. Driving left here. This could be South Africa. Or somewhere surrounding. I wonder if this is, I don't know, like I said, abattoir or something, the D35. And certainly the signage looks South African. Similar in Botswana though, I think. If we could get the D35, that would be great. We've got R roads. What did I learn? I think there R roads, and then maybe there's a different character up here. No, they're all R roads. Maybe the D roads are smaller. Nothing's coming up. Okay, let's just check A road in Botswana. So that's not great. That's not helpful. What about A roads here? How about Eswatini? M road. I don't know what to do about the D road. I don't see any D roads, but it must be somewhere in this region of the world anyway. I would think driving left, the green signage shouldn't be Australia, I don't think. Not sure about that plate. I think I'll just have to plonk it somewhere. Looks like Lesotho is over to the south there. Just judging by the tabletop mountains. I'm going to guess somewhere around here. It'd be wonderful if I could see a D road though. I don't know about... I might just plonk it here first. And then quickly look at Kenya or something like that. Whoops, I've lost Kenya. Okay, so it was right nearby where I thought. Got the tabletop mountains there to the south-ish. It looks like the D roads aren't showing up on the map. They're kind of really minor roads, so if I'd found the R33 that would have been muchly helpful. I think my reasoning there was right, like the tabletop mountains down here, so 4,700 points, that's pretty good. It's got black, yellow, black on the bottom of the pole here. Don't know what that tells me. Tells me it's not Guatemala. Looks like we're driving on the right hand side. Got a twisty mountain road for sure. And it's a very nice setup they've got here. It's washing day. Naturally. It's kind of very intimate seeing someone's washing hanging out. And they've got pedestrians here as well. I definitely do get like a South American vibe. Not sure, is that a Colombian cross? I don't think so. I don't know, this hat kind of looks Mexican. Or could be Colombian. I've seen hats like that in Colombia, definitely. I wonder if I should just go Colombia here. Very tropical. I'm really not sure about this pole. That must be a giveaway for sure. They're growing grapes, which is kind of like an Argentinian thing, I would think, not Colombian. I worry that that's a Colombian cross though. What about this motorbike? If it has a yellow plate, that would be handy for Colombia. Where's the guy? I've lost the guy here. Is it a motorbike or it is a yellow plate? I'm pretty sure this must be Colombia then. Wow, that took a while. Hacienda Santa Monica. Okay, I don't know what that is, but pretty comfortable with Colombia here, somewhere in the mountains. Not in the national park for a farm, I wouldn't think. On some windy road, somewhere in the mountains here. Don't see any roads offhand. It's probably smaller than this road. I don't know, this is the closest they've got to the mountains here. Somewhere in this region. Let's have a guess there. Okay, it was right near Medellin. That's disappointing. One of these, this twisty road coming into Concordia. And the farm must be around here somewhere. It's actually at least nearby a national park, which is kind of interesting. And nearby El Silencio, which must be the silence, which is kind of scary. That's a horror movie fodder. streak of 6 on the countries. Keep this going. Europe. Some interesting shutters on the windows here. So I guess it gets pretty cold. Got this metal pole by the looks. It's got something on it, like a sticker. Probably shouldn't spend too much. It's like a plaque riveted on there. This looks like it could be blue on both sides of the number plate here. I sometimes find it a bit difficult to tell, but and then this is looks like a bus stop. It's like a bus stop that could be half bin, or maybe it's somewhere to yeah, okay. This is an apartment complex here, which they probably that's the bin storage. Residence de la Loire. This could be France, actually. This is a French pole. It's a very unusual place with the miniature stop sign down there. Where's the Loire Valley? Could be something to do with that. Loire Valley. I do not know. There's another gap in my knowledge here. Loire Valley. Where would they put valleys near mountains, I guess? I don't have any better ideas. Maybe near Gap. I could probably get a bit more information here, but I'm kind of lazy. This is my feeling every time my wife gets chatting to someone. Oi, oi, oi. Just try to keep smiling. I mean, it's nice that she's social, but I'm not social. Something about flowers, I guess. It's kind of an interesting place. I'm not sure if it's touristy or it's just like an older town. Got a yellow backplate, which I guess is like the old French yellows, I think. Chevron's white on blue. It's not something I was familiar with. Just checking for some more things so that if I come across this kind of scene again, I can kind of line it up in my head, because I am a bit bad at GeoGuessr. So what's this? Near Bourbon Lancy. Kind of curious where the Loire Valley is. So I might just I've got the speed test up because I definitely was having. Oh no, I don't even know how to spell Loire. Loire Valley. Here we go. Maybe I shouldn't have gone with the map. Images. There we go. It's kind of like near Tours. Yeah, so I kind of guess it could be Loire Valley there. Streak of 7 for countries and 21,981. Amazing. I don't feel like that was. I was pretty happy with getting Poland on the bollards. These are not great region guesses. South Africa was pretty good without even getting the road. New Zealand wasn't great. What else was there? Colombia. I'm pretty happy with getting all those countries, but I said regionally I could have been a lot better. But 22 odd thousands, not too bad. And this looks to be Spanish. Something about indigenous. Yellow centre lines. And that appears to be a white backplate. Got this old tree which is on the way out by the looks. Don't know what to make of this. Got the grass roofs. And I think glass Coke bottles. A really old Chevy here. Maybe this is Mexico. Or Guatemala. Just with the painting on the poles here. Let's see if we can see a place name here. A feel like this, the painting on the poles, ooh, interesting. I thought that would say the country on it, but it doesn't. Quininde. Esmeralda's Quininde. Fairly confident this is Guatemala. I'm not familiar with Quininde. I hope it's not like one of the other, like Panama or Costa Rica or anything. I think Costa Rica has coverage. That's something I've been going back and forth on. I think I had a Costa Rica round before, unless I baited myself into going Costa Rica, and should really check that kind of thing. I don't see Quirinde. I might just guess. I think it's probably there. It was Ecuador. Gosh. I have a real problem with Ecuador. I don't see Quininde. I don't know why Ecuador creates such a problem for me. Very vexing. But c'est la vie. I lost at 7. Lost my country streak at 7. Very disappointing. Anyway, here's very thin yellow outside lines. Kind of stark. Heavily eroded mountains here. I guess this is I had a round like this before, which was in North Oman. I don't know that the mountains look the same. It was actually really flat, actually. Does Oman have elevation? Yeah, I guess here. I hate that the truck shows, and I'm not sure that that was exactly the Oman truck, but this is interesting. I hope they didn't cut through that, because that looks like a lot of effort when they could have kind of gone around. Anyway, let's guess there. Ooh, it was all the way south in Oman. I wasn't sure about what coverage they've got in Oman. Got a viewpoint. So it's a very touristy area, obviously, with all the viewpoints. 3,500 points. At least I got the country right, so that's good. Port Elizabeth, Durban, Johannesburg. So these are all South African names. There's the tabletop mountains again, and these chevrons, which, yeah, they've got both the bisected and the full chevron. I don't know if that's regional or not. These are really fresh lines. The road looks pretty fresh as well. Driving north-south, but I think we're curving around a bit, so it's not a dead straight road, I don't think. Speed camera in use, I think that would say 120. This must be a fairly major road if it's 120 driving. Just going to turn around here. So it's like northeast. I wonder if this could be Lesotho. N18. Wrong continent. They've got A roads here. They could have. So I feel like we're heading kind of south towards Lesotho. Do they have the 8 here? That would be kind of convenient. I don't know if they'd be N roads or what, but it would be convenient to see N8. I think I'll just plonk north of north of Lesotho. The R roads. This is really quite a major road though. I don't know if it's major, but it's quite a nice road. Probably could have travelled a bit further. See if there's some definitive road number or something like that. I always get too distracted, which is why I've got 3 minutes on each round, because otherwise I'll just click around forever mostly. Driving 120 one direction and 100 the other way. It's like a connecting road between some major cities here. I worry that all the towns that were listed on that truck were coastal, I think. Surely it's not a coastal road. I don't see the coast. The mountains are all around us, oh my gosh. Okay, that could have gone better. So it was a fairly major road, the 12 by the looks, or the 1, something like that. Ooh, this is a really yikes, sorry. The microphone took a tumble. It's got this black and white post here, which is consistent with Peru, so that's interesting. San Jose. Could it be San Jose in Peru? I've not heard of it, I don't think, but it's definitely possible. How big is Peru to scan? Pretty big. It's kind of, I'll scan the desert area. Just drop the marker down just in case I forget to guess, which is sometimes the case. So I'm just going entirely off this pole, the black and white painted pole, which I'm sure is fine for Peru. So this is driving, yeah, coming into San Jose. Not exactly north-south, so San Pablo. Ooh, I don't want to drop my marker there. Keep my marker up here a bit. Could be San Jose. I feel like I've seen San Jose in other countries, but it's difficult to remember exactly where. If this is Mexico, I'll be a bit chizzed, to be honest with you. I don't see it. I feel like I don't want to scan for another minute. I'm going north of Lima. Should I do that? It's quite green out the back of... Oh, not really. Let's go in the desert here, south of Lima. Just a quick scan for San Jose. Kind of annoying because if I scanned it quickly and found it, that would be some nice points, I'd imagine. San Pedro. I'll go near San Pedro. That was near La Jolla. Not to worry. It's Estación San Jose. Petrol station town? Difficult to say. Disappointing, 4,200 points. My country streak's back up to 3. Could be about to take a bit of a dive here, depending on what information this is Japan. Let's check for a yellow plate here. Ooh, no plate. Is there? Yeah, I don't really see a plate there. I feel like the language is Japanese. A bear-proof hut. Got a lot of firewood. This must be a hiking town anyway. Interesting. I think looks like a loudspeaker there. So I don't think we're as rural as it looks, as it initially looked anyway. These bushy kind of rounds could be Taiwan, to be honest with you. I just seem to get a lot of bushy rounds in Taiwan. Difficult to say with this, because that's kind of Japanese as well, I think. thought there's going to be a lot more information this way. I thought we were coming up to a bigger road, but I don't think so. I'm going to just drop this in Taiwan just in case. Can easily switch to Japan if needs be. At the front of this car. Yeah. It can't be Japanese, surely. They'd have yellow plates. I think Taiwan's an okay guess. It was Japan. Oh my god. What the heck? What the heck? Very disappointing. I don't think I would have got much more information. I feel like the initial language I saw there was Japanese and then I confused myself. 14,000, that's a big come down after 22, nearly 22 last game. I think it was last game. This plate is a bit difficult to make out. All white road lines, driving right. Ah, wow, that's a really stocky holy pole. Short short holes. I feel like I was isn't the A there? What would that mean? So where do they have poles? Romania, holy poles, I think. Romania, Hungary. I'm not sure if the Hungarian language has. Actually, I've got I'm just going to quickly cheat. Surely I've got a. Where's my God, I hate bookmark. European letter cheat sheet. There we go. I'm just going to cheat quickly. With the A, with the hat. Romania. So I guess this is Romania. This is a cheat sheet that GeoGuessr did, which I'm trying to memorize, but let's go for Romania here. If this doesn't check out, then it's going to be very sad. Kind of some hills here. Can't tell, maybe around here, near Brasov, on the E574. Wow, that wasn't too bad at all. Okay, so maybe I can remember that because that's a unique letter here to Romania with the hat. And also unique is the upside down hat. Czechia and Hungary have the apostrophe, and Slovakia has the double dots like a Scandinavian language. There's some actually really unique letters here, so I should dedicate more time to learning that. I feel like the upside down hat and the hat on the A I can get for Romania. That sign hid all the information except the most important information. So a little cheat there, but here we've got Arabic. I feel like this pole top is something that I should know, like Tunisia or... Ahoy, how are you going? Ilra. Sorry, the font's a bit small. I think it's Ilra. Ilra love. Not much, just trying to determine... I thought this was like... I'm not sure that the insulators are right for what I was saying before. Just been off a couple of days from streaming because I've been busy with my wife's birthday. It's kind of more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Because Vietnam, it's kind of difficult to pay for things. And then I was trying to visit a bank to get some cash, and all the banks were closed or relocated or just completely abandoned. It took me hours and hours. Not hours and hours, it took me quite a while. And then yesterday, like my wife's twin sister, she was celebrating her birthday as well, funnily enough. and she invited us out for coffee. Jordan. God, I didn't even think of Jordan. Lost my streak at one. She invited us out for coffee really early. So we went to like a shopping mall and everything was closed. So we were stuck there. Then there was an enormous rainstorm and we were going to catch a grab home, which is like Uber. We waited for ages and ages and ages, and then the guy eventually cancelled on us. My account wasn't hooked up to any kind of payment system, and my wife's phone died, so it was quite difficult to like get home. It took hours. I don't know what, this is a really unique looking place, but I can't for the life of me think where it is. Yellow backplates and this black and white striped pole. It's like a Peruvian pole, and then the yellow backplates. I guess this is Peru. What's with the yellow backplates? I hope it's South America at least. Maybe nearby Ecuador. Okay, it wasn't nearby Ecuador, but it was Peru, so that's good. That black and white pole's been holding up for me. How's my day going? A bit annoying. The internet's been crapping out. My phone died a little bit, so I haven't been able to keep across things. But the weird thing is Alto. Okay, this is probably Mexico, I guess. This is a weird kind of pole here. I'm not sure what it is. Yeah, the internet died. The good thing is, like, for some reason I woke up and I did see my email said that I was invited to be a Twitch affiliate, which I feel like overnight they just halved the goals to become affiliate, because I was 3 of 4. I had to average 3 viewers per stream. Here we go. I wonder if this is Mexico City. I hope it's Mexico anyway. That'd be a bit embarrassing. So I kind of committed myself to Mexico here. I'm not entirely sure why. There's Monterrey. Oh well. Yeah, and then when I looked at the Twitch dashboard, the subscriber goal had halved to like 25 from 50, so not sure what that's about. I didn't read any news about it or anything. That's good. It's not really my ultimate ambition, but it's kind of a motivator. These wooden poles with that, which is a bit of a mess. Got this stone walls. Kind of have no idea what country we're in here. Yes, I did talk to Amelia. I've been meaning to message her again because I think with this channel I probably don't want to commit too much time or effort to branding and stuff like that, but in the next couple of weeks, villa for sale. I think this is Italy, maybe Bari or something. In the next couple of weeks, I'm looking to start something a bit more oh no, it was Montenegro. A bit more, a different channel which would be much more suited to branding and things like that. Having everything being a lot more contiguous. So I'm going to message her when I get a chance and discuss that, because it'd be an opportunity just to start fresh on something. Whereas this channel, I don't think is ever going to get too many followers. Welcome to something beach. This is kind of interesting. Taipa Point. Wonder if this is New Zealand, to be fair. Fulton Hogan. New Era. Not sure where Taipa is. Initially I wanted to go to Taipei, but that would be a mistake, I feel like. Is this giveaway sign? Yeah, okay, it is New Zealand, great. So, Taipa Bay to the north. In terms of a region, I'm not too sure, but if I can quickly scan for a Taipa Bay. I think I'll keep this channel rustic. Big Bay, that's not it. To the north. So it's, I mean, it could be over here. But I was kind of thinking it's probably on the smaller island up here. Hopefully it's not all the way north here. Great Barrier Island. I feel like they stole that off the Great Barrier Reef. Doubtless Bay, Taipa Bay, Bay of Islands. Don't really see it. It's not a big bay, so that's not going to be too helpful. I think I'll just click somewhere. South Island, mid. North, somewhere. Now I can't even find a single bay. Where are we? That seems fine. Oh, it was all the way north. I just had a bad feeling about that. There's Taipa and Taipa Bay. Taipa kind of shows up at a reasonable zoom there. Maybe I should have scanned a bit better, but I had no idea which part of New Zealand it was, so I probably wasted the amount of time I did spend. This looks like the US, probably. So the interesting thing, I think the USP is that I haven't played any video games since the 1990s. So maybe all the video games from 2000 onwards, the past 25 years, I haven't played any of them. So I think as a first look playthrough of like any game in the last 25 years, could be kind of interesting. That's a Canadian flag. That explains, I think that's a Canadian thing with the four-way and stuff underneath the stop sign. In terms of where, I'm not too sure. So currently GeoGuessr is the only game I've played. I'm kind of casting around for a good game. It has to be initially a PC game, and there's no French on these signs. Kind of interesting architecture. I don't know what to make of it. I think I'll go fairly west here. British Columbia? It's pretty flat. I feel like British Columbia would be a bit stumped here. I'll go in nearby Calgary. Brooks. Oh wow, that was a really nice. I'm very happy with that. I could have done probably a bit of scanning around to see a town name or something, but that would be too much to scan for. It was Hardisty. Wow. For Canada, that's a really nice plonk. Getting the province and everything. Very happy. So this must be the flat region. They've got mountains over to the west there. 239. In a lot of other countries that would be a shocking guess, but I feel like Canada's quite nice. If you've got any ideas on good PC games, probably free. I don't want to pay any money just initially. How many any of my friends stream? No one. No one. I don't have a lot of friends, and no one I know streams. So I don't know. I don't know about Australia whether there's like a streaming culture. Obviously, in the GeoGuessr community, there's a few. Outside of that, I haven't really explored other Australians that stream. This is blue on the left. I wonder if this is France. Wouldn't these step poles are actually England or UK, sorry. And the wind farm here. It's a pretty rustic area. I wonder about kind of somewhere quite. Oh wait, could it be Ireland or something like that? I don't have a good vibe for architecture. It's like Pebble Dash or something. No, maybe not Pebble Dash. Some kind of render on there anyway. Hedges. I think I'm just going to go somewhere around here, nearby the Lake District. Or I feel that should be fine, right? Let's try. It was Ireland. Disappointing. Oh well. I just felt like those farmhouses looked a bit Irish, but at least, like, I'm trying to get better at polls, but at least I've learned that UK poll with the steps. That's very helpful sometimes. Although the scenes and the farmhouses there were pretty, I feel like, UK-ish. Ooh, that's interesting. This must be Brazil, surely. It's red soil and palms, which I was not really expecting. The tall kind. I started streaming quite a while ago, maybe like a year ago. Then I had to kind of drop it after a couple of months because life got a bit busy. Then maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I just started up again because we had a baby almost exactly 5 months ago, and we're kind of in a routine with her now, so I've got a little free time to stream because I'm still on holidays from work for a while yet. And then if I can kind of get a bit of a following, then it's something I could do before or after work for a couple of hours. I think it'd be kind of worthwhile. I think this is Brazil, I'm not too sure. These palms are just kind of out of place, I feel like. So if it was, where would I put it? I don't see any piranha pines. I have no idea about. This is not, I guess, kind of close to Rio de Janeiro. That's my best guess. Ooh, that was not too bad. The only reason I thought Rio de Janeiro was because it's not like rainforesty, and the hills are kind of similar to like you'd see in Rio. That's a really good plonk as well. Wow. Having mixed some great plonks and some horrible ones. This pole is really chunky with a skinny cross. I don't know what to make of that off the bat. I don't know what happened with the internet today. It was like virtually dead for like 10 minutes and then suddenly came back again. Thankfully, because it drives me crazy when this signage is kind of a bit weird. Ooh, I'm kind of stumped here. Drives me crazy when I've eked out some time, set everything up, I'm all good, and then I wonder if this is New Zealand or Uruguay or something. The cows, I always just think Uruguay. 1v1 year. Let's see. I don't think I've got anything else going on. Actually, probably have to take a quick break soon. Not sure about this plate. I'm so stumped here. I guess maybe Uruguay is my best guess. There's no road lines or anything like that. These cows are really muscular. I don't know what to make of that. It's kind of like a possum yard or something on here. I wonder what to make of that. So my ideas are New Zealand, Tasmania or Uruguay. It could be none of those. These poles, I don't know what to make of them. Driving left actually, so to scratch Uruguay. I'm not sure if these could be Tasmanian poles with possum guards, but I didn't know that they were square. This seems a bit rustic, like a DIY post. Ooh, okay, I've got to guess something. I'll go with Tasmania, near Launceston. It was New Zealand. I hate getting. It was near Wanwero, nearby the town of Wanwero. Okay, so I can remember those poles. I didn't think like those square poles would be Tasmania, but then they had the possum guard and I got confused. It's a very distinctive insulators here on this post. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this place as well. Got some cow pats, pretty fresh by the looks. It's like an island vibe, definitely. Concrete road, if it is a road, I'm not too sure. I wonder if this could be Japan. Probably have to make some milk for the baby. She's awake a little bit. I wonder if this is actually Japan. They've got some kind of... Well, I'm really stumped. I'm not sure about this pole, whether that would be Japan. Have they got anything on the bottom of the pole? It's kind of blocked, I guess. This is definitely like an island. But connected to what country, I'm not too sure. I'm not sure even what the purpose of this island is. This could be Japanese here. So, like a fishing town or something. Fishing island. Looks pretty abandoned, which is kind of typical of a lot of Japanese islands now. Hopefully it's not Taiwan, to be fair. Got abandoned golf carts. Got a notice board here, which I always like. And this banner, which is celebrating something about China there. Celebrating the something anniversary of something the People's Republic of China. It's like Hong Kong or Taiwan, I guess. I'm going to guess Taiwan. But somewhere, I think there's a Taiwan somewhere here. I forget if this is Taiwan or not. I think so. Which way is the water? It's kind of east. So that doesn't fit. Maybe here. Oh, it's Macau. Was it? Oh, Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Okay. I've got to briefly go make some milk for the baby. So I'll be back shortly, I think. I'm back. Just had to make a little milk powder for the baby. Hopefully she's happy. But that was a fail there. I guess that was Hong Kong, right? Yeah, it looks like the rail line's going through there. And the bay was a good fit, obviously. I actually thought it'd be a much smaller island kind of thing there, like this size. But, hey, hang on. Oh, I know what, I've got a streak for that. That's disappointing. Oh, timed out in the next one. Okay, so my streak's back to 0. That's fine. Seems kind of hot. This is kind of like certainly a big city somewhere in Asia vibe. These buildings here are kind of like Singapore, but I'm not too sure that that's the case. This is these buses are Hong Kong or Macau? I'd be the city. I think Hong Kong, right? Aviation security company. Hong Kong, yep. So I guess they're like a company bus to the airport or something, unless it's just advertising. I don't know, it should be a fairly easy plonk, this one, if I can find Hong Kong again. So down here somewhere. Here, fairly central. Not too central, hang on, let me think. Maybe on Hong Kong Island. Yeah, maybe it's not the centre because it's got some pretty large... It could be by the water though. Maybe Water North. Not Disneyland, I don't think it's Disneyland. It's construction there. Maybe over here is... This is my best guess without travelling around too much. Ooh, okay. That was not great. It's nearby the Caribbean coast. The shopping centre right there. I didn't really spot that. And the Olympic Trail. Interesting. How many points is that? That was only 33 kilometres away, end to end, so that's not too bad. Could be a lot worse. But kind of weird getting 2 Hong Kong rounds back to back. At least I got the vibe the second time around. This is kind of interesting. So I guess it's going to be an Arabic speaking country, which I'm pretty shocking at. It's not my specialty, that's for sure. Truck's compulsory, so it's dual language. So what does that tell me? Yellow outside lines. I keep forgetting which are yellow outside lines and which are not and whatnot. So, and I keep screwing up Jordan. Okay, so I think this is the same poll type I had last time, and I've only had Oman and Jordan rounds lately, today. Maybe a place name would be helpful actually. Or a road number, which I think this sign here should give me one or both. Oof, gosh, difficult to say. Amman, Ma'an on the 15. I think that must be Jordan. Oh, there's Amman. Somewhere around here. On the 15. Yeah, okay. Heading approximately northish. We must be heading north to... Where's Ma'an? I don't see it, but somewhere around here should be fine. Oof, the 15's a long one. Oh, there's Ma'an. I really should have scanned a bit harder there. Disappointing. Because Amman, I guess all roads lead to Amman. But Ma'an... that would have been a really nice guess. Oh well, 231 kilometres away. And... brought my streak up to 2, which is wonderful. This is Nigeria, I guess. Unfortunately, I'm starting to recognise the follow cars and things like that. It's kind of unavoidable after a while. Presuming it's only in one country. So they've got a whole bunch of... I feel like I had a round like this really recently with all these bundles of sticks in the middle of the road, and there were stacks of hay, right? It's kind of speculating whether they were for firewood or for houses. Pretty sure I had a round right here. I have no recollection of where we were. Somewhere down here, or wait. Just trying to remember. I don't remember. It's kind of east-west road, kind of large. Like here. I don't know where the coverage actually goes here, but if I had more confidence, I'd definitely go a lot further north here. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure if that's where the last one was, but I did feel like it was somewhere in the north. Disappointing. Will I remember that again? Probably not. It's on the A3. I mean, at any other time I probably wouldn't have gotten Nigeria there, so at least that's improving, although it's based on that horrible meta, which I hate. So this is Australia again. Are we in the red centre, or is it Western Australia? It's kind of like ironstone in the middle, on the side of the road here. Not sure how to say iron. I can really tell my pronunciation and whatnot. This is a really white road. I'm sure that's very telling. This looks like a tourist bus, so maybe that would be around the middle. And this really bleached white road, I'm sure, is typical of wherever this is. But I don't know exactly. But I feel like my pronunciation's getting worse. Living in Vietnam and with a young baby. Ooh, okay, it was further north, but that's, at least I got the right state. The baby turned 5 months yesterday, which is very cool. She's a pretty smart baby. I'm very impressed. I never was a baby person before, but this is like Italian blues on both sides. But if it's something that interests you, I'd definitely recommend a baby. They're much cooler than adults. So this is interesting. I thought this was double blues on both sides of the plate. Should make me think Italy, and this is Italian. There's something not quite right about this. I don't know if I should use the European letter cheat sheet. It's got the 2 dots over the E here. I'm really kind of resistant to doing it. Like a smart car. Golem. these fellows sitting under the palms. I don't know, like it'd be handy to scan here a little bit. It must be What side are they driving on actually? Right, I think. It must be an island somewhere, surely. Just quickly scan for Gollum. Let's get real island vibes here. Corsica? I don't think this is Corsica, I don't know what it's... Kind of stumped on the islands. What's going on here? Flower Hotel and Spa. It's like maybe a tourist town. Doesn't look very touristy. Maybe I should head up on the highway, which I can't do. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use the cheat sheet with the E, with the 2 dots. Albania, North Macedonia, or Russia. So Albania would have red on the plates. Gollum. This is like Albanian, surely. Or North Macedonian? I'm not too sure. In terms of the name, probably keep that aside. I was going to call it, we were going to call it, give it a Western name, but you actually can't when you're in Vietnam. Wow. The cheat sheet really came on. That was very useful, the cheat sheet there. Thank you, GeoPeter, 4,987. But when a baby's born in Vietnam, it's actually got to have a Vietnamese name. So my Western name went out the window. I'm kind of prepared for that because it's kind of mixed information on, it's Australia again, Mary River. Really? I think it's 2 Mary Rivers in Australia. There's one all the way north. I feel like somewhere up here. Victoria River. I feel like there's a Mary River all the way north here. There's definitely a Mary River near Maryborough. SH is 80 away. I feel like it must be up here somewhere. What would SH refer to though? Am I completely bonkers? Surely there's a Mary River up here. I think I'll have to click and guess quickly here, otherwise I'll drive myself crazy. Kind of east-west road, somewhere in the north here. If this is nearby Maryborough, I'll be very unhappy. Oh, okay, good. Oh my gosh. Mary River National Park. That's kind of scary that there's 2 Mary Rivers. I'm pretty sure they're not connected, because the other one's over here somewhere. Maryborough, on the Mary River here. Wacky. So that was a nice guess. But yeah, online for names in Vietnam they were saying it's fine, you can just give the baby a Vietnamese middle name and a Western given name, but that's not the case when they're born in Vietnam. I think if they're born outside Vietnam and you're applying for dual citizenship based on descent of one or the other parent, then you can have a Western given name as long as the baby has a Vietnamese middle name. But yeah, when it's born here, no Western given names. I guess this is Canada, or could be the US. So road quality is a bit cracked up, so I guess it's somewhere cold anyway. Don't know what to make of these poles. Wooden poles, would that be more Canada or US? I feel like it would be more Canada, because they've got a lot of lumber there. Despite rumours to the contrary, they export a lot of lumber to the US. It's kind of like a topical thing. I don't know how, I'm not going to look too far here. I'll go in Winnipeg. Ooh. It's nearby Edmonton. Is that Calgary? Is that where I guessed before? I think it was. I had a really nice guess in Alberta before. That was not a good guess. 1,100 kilometres away. I feel like I could have got more information, but I just got lazy. Which is why I'd like to get to the stage where I'm good enough to NMPZ. Just sit here like zigzag and click, 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 click. Would I ever do that? Probably not, because it kind of... I find it very interesting to look around and see what's going on. The cows here. Tabletop Mountains, which I would have thought South Africa, but I don't really like it. Most rounds I've had in South Africa were on sealed roads. There's a lot of flat top mountains though. Soil's quite red, which I'm not sure you'd actually get in South Africa. I'm not too sure. Cows. I wonder if this could be Lesotho. Do they have many unsealed roads there? What about the soil? I feel like there's Eswatini or Lesotho. I had some weird round, or I saw a video with pine plantations, which I thought were either Eswatini or Lesotho, but I can't quite remember. I'm just going to go Lesotho. Lesotho? Somewhere on an unsealed road. Are there many? Nearby mountains somewhere. The A25 is zigging and zagging like crazy. I don't know, maybe I'll just plonk it somewhere. Oh wow. Wow. I'm so surprised I got that. It wasn't a great region guess, but very pleasing. I feel like I wouldn't have even... Wow, look at the grid of squiggles here. It seems like a unplanned neighbourhood. But I feel like that wouldn't have even occurred to me like a month ago. 23.99, not the best of the day, but definitely better than I deserve, I guess. So this is 2 Australia rounds, so that was a bit scary. Whoops, I didn't mean to open the map. Oh, I did cheat a little bit, didn't I? With Albania, I think. Yeah, it was a bit assisted. And that was a really nice round there in Albania. 4,987 points because I got Gollum. Yes. Okay, that would have been better if I hadn't cheated a little bit. I thought that was a small wallaby, but it appears to be a dog. It's got this interesting paved road, which doesn't give me any ideas. I guess kind of South America or Central America. It's a reversal of form. Normally it's the kid on the back, but maybe he's picking his parents up from the pub or something responsibly. Santo Domingo. That could kind of mean anything. In South or Central America. Driving right. Could it be Mexico? Do you know about this paved road? It's kind of very unusual. I feel like I don't have a good it's kilometres per hour, so that's kind of interesting. School zone. Looks like we have a flag here, which is not my strength. Well, I should probably stop saying that. Things are not my strength, because most things are not my strength. Pretty sure that's not a... Ooh, there's a red front plate on that taxi. Radio taxi. Yeah, something very unusual about this place. I don't know about that flag. Not sure if it's a country flag or not. What to do? I thought it was The little girl's had a long day at school. Very funny. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I guess .sd. It says Ecuador here. I'm very bad at Ecuador. Santo Domingo in Ecuador, was that the place? I feel like it was on this sign. Santo Domingo, yeah. Okay, I doubt I would have got Ecuador here. It's a real problem, I'm going to have to look into it. Where's the school? Is maybe kindergarten or something? I don't see the school. Yes, that was a highlight, seeing the little girl finishing school, slumped over her, presumably her dad's shoulder. So we've got fast food and Arabic. It's got Turk here, which is kind of like makes me think of Turkey, but I'm pretty sure that can't be the case, right? Yeah, I'm kind of struggling with these dual Arabic. Kind of, wait, that doesn't look like Arabic, that looks different. What's going on up here? This is kind of vexing. I feel like I'm going to go terribly wrong here. Surely that's Arabic. It's just stylized. It's got this big bottle up here which I want to check out. I think it's advertising, but it's kind of drawn me in. Where did it go? I've lost it. Patisserie. Here it is. Choc Vic. Okay, that's kind of cool. I like that. So with French, would that be Tunisia? I'm not too sure. It's got some really interesting advertising here, which is very cool. Surely that would stick in my head. It's a very French influence, which I feel like is a Tunisian thing, but I don't know for sure. Some IP infringements there. Okay, I'll go Tunisia. Yeah, it was. Okay, that's interesting. I'd never really thought to look around for the French in Tunisia, so that's quite pleasing. And driving left again, yellow centre lines. That's and this huge truck here. It's got the French guardrail. The trees here make me think of Botswana. I don't know about the truck. I hate it being there. I've said that like a million times that I hate seeing the truck, but should probably give it a rest. Give it a rest at some point. These mountains, I'm not sure. So Kenya or Botswana. It'd be nice to see a bumblebee pole, black and yellow striped pole for Botswana. Or some signage. I think Botswana has some very similar signage to South Africa and Australia. Maybe a bit more vivid green. I feel like I'm not going to spend too long looking. I think I'll just drop it somewhere. I'm not sure about the mountains for Botswana though. What are my other options? Option 1, find Africa. What about Uganda? I'm not too familiar with Uganda. Surely left driving. And I think some Rwanda's in there as well. Yikes. I'll stick with my original thought and go for Botswana. It'd be nice if there were some mountains. I don't know that there are though. That's kind of... Wait. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to go with my original thought. I'm pretty sure now that it's wrong, so that's vexing, but if this is wrong, I don't want to be right. I don't see any mountains there. Okay. Where's Kenya? What an idiot. Yeah, okay. Disappointing. I could have talked myself in and out of actually guessing somewhere sensible there. Did I have a streak? I feel like I had a nice streak there, but this kind of has blue on the number plate. I'm not sure that's like European. This might be the back of the Google car there. Difficult to tell. Getting more island vibes here. This might be something up here that will help me out a little bit. I guess this is like Malaysia, but I don't know that language is. It could be Indonesia, I guess. Lornalong Kunak. I wonder if this is... I think Awas is Indonesian, but I've had trouble with that in the past. It's like an Indonesian round right near mainland Malaysia. I wonder if this is not mainland Malaysia. Like Sarawak. Do they have a place name? Not too sure. Possibly here. Whoops, overcooked it again. I don't know. Possibly not. I think just drop it in here somewhere. Near Long Lama, why not? It didn't occur to me that Malaysia goes all the way over there as well. Kunak, I feel like that was on the sign somewhere, on a sign. Near the Madai Caves. I'm not sure about the Madai Caves. Just going to Google it. Ecological Park. Oh wow. They are mad. Whoops. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm having difficulty with my clicking. Man, they are crazy. Don't know if I'd heard of them before. Very weird. Anyway, that's where the Madai Caves are. 432 kilometres away. Very disappointing. This could be a concrete road. Driving right. I keep forgetting like the Philippines. Drive left or right. Slow down, accident prone area. Looks concrete. I feel like this might be the Philippines, but then again it's like it's kind of screw up Philippines and Indonesia. I'm looking for cigarette advertisements for Indonesia. Okay, and what's the currency in it here? Is it rupees? What's in the little dog? Medium-sized dog. Looks like a little... something might have bred with a fox there. I guess this is Indonesia, which would be rupees, and I think in Philippines it'd be pesos. Is that a P for pesos? I feel like having all these cigarette advertisements would be Indonesia, but do they drive right? I can't quite remember. I'm going to find out. Philippines, okay, great. Thanks for that. That was my initial thought with the concrete roads, and then the P for like pesos, surely. I kind of screwed over I overthought it. In terms of where, I'm not too sure. So what am I up? That was round 5 of 5. Yep, I'll go into unranked team duels now if you like. There's not much else going on. Probably for half an hour, and then I'm out for the day. So let's see. Multiplayer, just for fun, team duels. Jump in if you want. Nice. Let's play. Whoop. Oh, we're waiting for a team. Okay. I feel like I've only marginally improved since last time. Like, fractionally. That's interesting. Let's get some tea while we're waiting for some other team. Any other team. That's weird. It may not happen for us. Do you want a duel? We could duel. What's the time? 2:30 p.m. here. I think that's like 2:30 a.m. in some of the US. Presuming 3:30 a.m. in New York. What about Washington? What about Seattle? 12:30 a.m. I feel like a bulk of players are probably US, although it is a pretty international game. Yeah, I'm waiting for Red Team to join. There's no one joining us, which is kind of difficult. We'll have to have 1v1. Oh, hang on, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Exit, leave. Sorry, leave. Try re-inviting and see if we can get a team up. I think there's a natural lag set in for YouTube. Or Oh, maybe my internet's dying. Having some real internet problems earlier today. Let's do a speed test. It's nice. Internet seems pretty sharp. Might have to quit on the duels, go back to just playing by myself. I'm going to go back to arbitrary world. Teams is not working out for me at the moment. Only got a little over 20 minutes left to go today. In terms of where we are here, that's kind of interesting. It's like a circus. Some giant mountains. Well, pretty big mountains, not giant, I wouldn't say. Ooh, I kind of wanted to go the opposite way. Is it growing wheat? I think. And got these interesting houses. I'm pretty unclear where I am here. Some very distinctive clothing for sure. These houses kind of make me think Africa, but no, I think it's struggling. I can't seem to get into the duels, unfortunately. Maybe another day. I just couldn't get in there. I couldn't get into the duel. Really uncertain where to go here. I wonder if this is actually where I was before. Where was it? It was Kenya. Wait, I wonder about Uganda on the border. Oh no, that was just Lesotho. I had a really nice Lesotho guess before. Okay, I'll rush through this round and then I'll invite you again. Interesting. This should be the UK, I guess. Nope, it looks like with the yellow plates, this is the Netherlands somewhere, driving north-south. The Netherlands, somewhere north-south. Actually, they've got the place here, Heerenveen, which I thought was up north somewhere. I forget. Ooh, it's all the way over there, not to worry. It's pretty obvious when you know where, but Netherlands is a pretty easy get. Chunky pole, but I don't think this is not sure about that language. The chunky pole, I thought like Bulgaria, but I'm not sure about the Bulgarian language. Autobusovej Vatiov Okram. Man, they've got the poles really close together here. They've spammed the electricity poles. Right across the field too. Seems like overkill to me. Somewhere in Europe, I guess. Wonder about Hungary. Don't really have much idea. Yeah, that could be. That could be. Yes, it was Hungary. 4,500 points, very nice. I rarely ever get Hungary right. This must be Thailand, I guess. Just based on this. Well, that could be India, wait. It's Thai. Drop that in there somewhere. It's kind of some mountains or something. Try there. Completely west. Did I not get the last one? I thought I got Hungary correct. Driving right here, really thick centre lines. This pole, which I'm not too sure about. Concrete road. Let's check this sign. That should be handy. Half a mile. So I guess this is the US somewhere driving. I'm not sure where they have concrete roads, to be honest with you. It's got audible lines. Maybe Texas or something. Whoops, that's wrong. I think I clicked in Oklahoma there. Okay, it was Florida. It's a shame. Just want to check out this. I thought I got Hungary correct. Oh, I didn't. It was Slovakia. Ugh, gosh. Ah, I was pleased with myself too, not to worry. Oh, I didn't mean to go back in. How could I exit out? Just kill that round. Okay, going back into team duels. Invite you. Maybe Jeffrey's gone. Just going to quickly check this cheat sheet. Let's get this K for North Macedonia. I have to try and remember this stuff. Looks like Jeffrey might be gone. I'll go back in, play by myself again in an arbitrary world. Oops, I don't want that. I don't think I'll ever spend any time trying to region guess UAE. Interesting. It's got a small garden here, which is really nice. And some weird garden furniture. Is that a bird feeder? Maybe. Or something for the kids, I guess. It's got a little ladder there for the kids. Or chickens or something. So, do you know if it's a... I don't see any European stripe on the... Oh, there we go. Yes, there is a European stripe. What about the pole? Not really getting anything from that. Some nice little niche, what do you call them? Oh, interesting. There's a bollard by the looks. Oh, it's like Czechia or Slovakia. Okay, I think there's, just having looked at GeoPeter's European language chart, there's some Slovakian and Czech unique letters, but I don't see any language around here. They've got a public announcement system, which is kind of annoying if they're using it too much. There's a reflection of the Google cart, which is a drink if you're drinking. You can also get a double reflection, but I don't think we have it. I don't really have a vibe. The only thing is I normally go Czechia. Ooh, maybe this is Slovakia actually. Which one's hillier? No, maybe this is Slovakia. Okay, it was Czechia. Brilliant. Czechia is the one I always go with. So, kind of a bit annoyed about that. Driving right. This sign up here should give us some more information. It's got 3 insulators, 1 offset. So on the A1, Terrain Milot, or reps on the SH40. I don't know what to make of that. Look at the plate here. It's not Spain. Very red soil. Is there a bollard here? Maybe. Oh, come on. I wasn't really expecting a bollard because it's kind of a major road here, but oh no, I don't know that one. It's like Lithuania or something. Or Latvia. Who has the A1? So it has an A1, and what else was there? There was some other information. A1 on the SH80 or something like that. SH40? Can't really see an SH road. A1 and the E. What about Estonia? Surely the bollard's for somewhere up here. I don't exactly know which one though. I hope it's Tiran Milot. Just can't really think what that would refer to. Tiran Milot. Belgium? I don't see any SH roads. I'm probably not zoomed in far enough. I'm just going to go with Lithuania. It's bound to be Lithuania one time. Oh, okay. It was Albania. That's where Terrain is very clearly. There's the SH40. That's disappointing. I didn't really... I thought it was Tirana in Albania. Very confusing. Terrain. I'll try and remember that. That'd be handy for some other time. In terms of what side of the road we're driving on here, it's a bit unclear. I think the right hand side, yes. I thought this is the back of some small car, but it's actually the front of like a possibly a US made car. Via Juarez kind of makes me think of Mexico. In terms of vibes, I'm not sure that would be wrong. Where is Ciudad Juarez? Is up here, I think. Yeah. I wonder if I should commit to that. Driving north-south on a minor road. There's not too many minor roads here. Surely it couldn't be this road. The 45. Looking for somewhere a bit more minor going towards Ciudad Juarez. It could be complete bait, to be fair. San Luis Potosi. I feel like that's a place. Ayuntamiento de Villa Juarez, San Luis Potosi. I don't know where San Luis Potosi is. That's a concern. So what will I do? San Luis Potosi. If they have a villa, would it be by the ocean? But then the only reason I went Mexico is because of Juarez. I'm just going to guess here, nearby Juarez. Oh my gosh, it's actually a state. What an idiot. What an idiot. I didn't know San Luis Potosi is a state and a rather large city here. Yeah, I guess I haven't studied Mexico too well. To the southeast of Zacatecas. Hopefully I'll remember that for next time. San Luis Potosi. It's a small, unpleasant looking creek on the left hand side here. Not too sure whether this is Southeast Asia or South America or something. Oh wow, this is actual utility pole by the looks. It's the kind of bamboo utility pole, which makes me think of Southeast Asia. Got the DIY bamboo bridge as well. This makes me think this is not a very affluent country. It's like an A-frame, a minor A-frame pole. So I wondered about Laos. It looks like rice production or something here. I haven't had a Laos round for like a long time, I don't think, and I probably screwed it up because I'm kind of not too good with the Lao language. There's no front plate. And got a pile of sticks here. Looks like more bridges to be built. A lot of bananas, palms. Somewhere in Southeast Asia, surely. A white backplate. I don't know about Laos. I'm just guessing there because the infrastructure looks a bit impoverished. There's Bangladesh with the water beside the road. I guess that's a meta for Bangladesh. I didn't really get that vibe though. It's a shame. I'm trying to improve my Bangladesh and completely blew it. So this is somewhere, they're driving right, so I guess it's the US or Canada. It's this kind of bollardy thing. I don't know about fire hydrants, but it's interesting you've got no parking during snow emergency. I'm kind of guessing US here. I'm not sure if this is actual grand architecture or some kind of faux grand architecture. It looks like a kind of old building. I think it's a faux bricks on the front. So where would there be snow? This plate's kind of green by the looks. I don't know what. No, it doesn't. Not kind of green. It's kind of red at the top and maybe blue at the bottom, which doesn't give me any ideas. So that's kind of like a US confirmation there. So I'll just pick somewhere with snow. Who would get snow? So in the north, in Vermont. That's a big commitment. Hopefully it's not Washington, Seattle. Okay, that's not too bad for a vibe. It was in Ohio, north of Columbus, nearby Lewis Center, in West Berlin. Doubtful. That's pretty bad. I'm dropping pretty quick. I think I'll give it one more game and then head out for the day. Hopefully the weather outside's nice and I can take the baby for a walk. Kind of think this is Turkish. Yeah, and they got the Turkish crest from the flag. Wasn't sure about the crossing here. Five steps. Could probably pick up the city here, but should I bother? Even if I saw the city name, I'd probably have to scan for it anyway. They've got a McDonald's, so that's not really giving anything away. Evlok. That's interesting. They got the same guy on this little yellow sign with the 5 steps. Boulevard. It seems a pretty large place. So that's is it like European-y or Asian-y? it's just Istanbul. That could be right. I doubt it. Maybe I'll go Bursa. It's further south, but at least I got the right direction. It was, I can't quite get the Aydin by the looks. So it wasn't that big in terms of a city. I didn't mean to open the map there, but that's probably my best Turkey guess in a long, long time. So I've got this exclamation mark. The chevron's kind of like South Africa, but this is not South Africa. I'm not sure about these dual-faced chevrons with the triangular meeting. I feel like I've seen those before. Driving right. I don't know what else. I'm probably missing some clues here. It's quite flat. I don't see any bicycles, so I don't think it's the Netherlands. Can't quite see that stop sign. It seems quite small. The road quality is not great, but we're not anywhere urban, so not sure what to make of it. Got difficult to say what crop that is. Like broccolini? I'm not too sure. I don't think it's broccolini. We're on the 6. No bollards so far. Kind of inclined just to go Slovenia because I've never had a successful Slovenia round, so if I pick it consistently, eventually it's going to be right. Not sure about the road quality or anything, so I think I'll just drop it in here. Treat it as a learning moment. It was Hungary. Oh my gosh, I feel like I deserved that for getting Hungary, guessing Hungary for Czechia there just before, or Slovakia. What do I guess? Yeah, Hungary for Slovakia. A close miss. This is Japan. I don't exactly know where. Somewhere in the mountains. I don't think it's on Hokkaido. I'll just guess up here. Okay, there's a lot further west, Niigata, but I've nailed that bollard in my brain for Japan. This could be Japan again, could it? Ooh, interesting. I have not seen this before. Why is there a little stool next to the power pole? It's kind of close to the equator, which I wonder if this is like Panama. Really not sure what that stool's doing there. Is it a bus stop? Seems a bit close to the road. Driving right, yellow centre lines. I guess that's consistent with the Americas. Just the painting of the signs, I gather that's not, I hope it's not some stupid island somewhere. This could be Spanish, difficult to tell. I've got stovey poles, which I feel like I've seen somewhere else, but I'm not too sure where. I think I'll have to go Panama here. The only scene in my head of Panama is like somewhere a bit more urban. They have pedestrian bridges across the street. But in terms of this, it's not the Guatemala painted poles, so I guess it may be Panama painted poles. Oh my gosh. I hate that. So that pole, probably where I've seen it before, is in Brazil. And that wasn't Spanish. I did not know about the painted poles there. That's very disappointing. This could be Peru. With the black and white pole, but then there's yellow plates are kind of interesting. Ooh, and the Arabic is quite interesting. Yellow plates and this car. I don't know, I'm kind of confused now about where yellow plates are and these huge cars and things like that. I definitely know I've had something like this today. I think it's Jordan. Somewhere. Oh my gosh. Oman. I feel like I've already screwed that up once today. The yellow plates just won't stick in my head with Oman. I feel like Oman's new. It shouldn't really be there. Anyway, 14,500 more or less to finish off for the day. Nearly dropped my mic. Anyway, a mixed bag. At least I got the internet working at some point. Hopefully it's a bit less temperamental in the future. But anyway, keep in touch. I'll be back again tomorrow.